England Patriots back at home. They're wearing the blueberry jerseys, okay? I'm not talking blue on gray. When they wear blueberries, fans might hate them. But blueberries are actually pretty damn good for New England. They're not as good as they should be, but the Patriots, statistically speaking, are actually the most successful wearing the blueberry jersey. So whether you like them or not, if they bring a win at home, ain't none of us going to be complaining, right? Ain't none of us going to be complaining. But Ramondre Stevenson is starting in this game. At least that was announced before the game started and apparently got booed. So look, we'll see how Ramondre bounces back. Coaching staff giving him some faith, but if he doesn't bounce back, there's going to be some bigger issues. Patriots did win the coin toss, but elected to defer. The last 2 weeks, they elected to receive when they won. Mike Vrabel switching some things up. There was an injury to the Panthers wide receiver Moore, which is why ultimately, well, it's not the reason we're starting late, but it's ultimately the reason that, let me pull this down real quick. But it is ultimately the reason that this drive for the Patriots defense is ongoing. But 3rd and 1, and then a flag on the Patriots. This is going to be on Carlton Davis. And that's going to be on Ted. Not entirely sure why they have Carlton Davis going up against Ted. It's probably because they believe Carlton Davis has been ramped up so far this season over the last 3 weeks compared to Gonzo, who's just coming back. So they don't immediately want to put Gonzo on the number 1 guy. But Carlton Davis there, 3rd and 1, gets the penalty, moves the chains anyway. Panthers are on the 49-yard line. Bryce is killing the play. Patriots rush with 4. They fake the handoff. The Patriots bite. Drops it off to the tight end. Gets to the outside. Tackling, not a thing for New England. Does he get the first down? Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys for being out here. JD, don't forget to mod me, man. Never. I would never forget to mod you. All right, it's 2nd and 2 here for Carolina. All right, after picking up 8, they try to go back to the ground game with Hubbard. And he's going to get it. So that's another first down for the Panthers. This has been a long drive so far. Pretty methodical. We're not seeing the Patriots do anything crazy just yet. It's just a lot of rushing with 4. I haven't seen any blitzes really from this team just yet. Keep in mind, Terrell Williams, prayers up to him, prostate cancer, unfortunately, so he's not going to be around the team for a while, meaning that the identity of this defense, I don't expect it to be drastically different, but it will be a little bit different given the fact that there's somebody new calling plays here. All right, no rush on Bryce Young, who just finds his tight end, Mitchell Evans. Right now, New England not getting any pressure. Let's see. So they had Christian Ellis here on him. Ellis gave too much wiggle room. Looks like the Patriots dropped back into zone. Tight end was wide open. Ellis doesn't close in on him until the catch was made, and by then it was a little bit too late. So 10-yard gain there. All right. Landry gets some pressure off the edge. Gonzo gets beat, but is able to make the tackle. So Tedero McMillan beats Gonzo on this route. Gonzo out there on an island, one-on-one with Ted. And Bryce just trusts his guy on the comeback route. Hard to stop the comeback route, but nonetheless, goodbye Gonzo to still be able to track that and be able to secure the tackle. But nonetheless, the rookie wide receiver takes advantage of Christian Gonzalez on that play. All right, defense step up here. All right, not getting much pressure. And the Panthers drive down the field for an opening drive touchdown. So far, Tedero McMillan's actually looking pretty good against the Patriots. An opening drive touchdown here. And Bryce Young just targets the end zone. And it just, honestly, that entire drive felt like Bryce Young was just picking the Patriots and picking the Patriots and picking the Patriots apart. 3rd and 1, have an opportunity to get off the field. Carlton Davis, defensive pass interference on Tetterell McMillan. And then other than that, it just felt like their receivers were better than our defensive backs. Slow start at home, but can the offense get some momentum going? That's what we need. Oh, the kicker doinks it. The kicker doinks it. This thing's going to stay 6-0. Okay. All right, so a little break. I'm not saying it's much. But a little bit of a break there for the Patriots. That's going to keep this game at 6-0. Let's go, chat. All right, guys, calm down, okay? It's an opening drive touchdown. If we're getting gashed all game, it becomes a different story, okay? Don't get the pitchforks out just yet. The defense allowed an opening drive touchdown. It's not ideal, but here's one thing about our defense, okay? Is our defense feels like it's more based off of trends, for lack of better words, right? Like, I feel like our defense tends to start off slow, but as the game progresses, that's when they get better because they're picking up off of trends and they're making those coaching changes. And then we're laying that back to the players for them to make the changes on the field. So I'm not worried yet. It's not what you want, but it's still 6-0. Game just started. Offense needs to now go down there and put up some type of points. Ideally a touchdown, but nonetheless, some type of points, okay? I understand that the Carolina Panthers have some momentum coming off of a 30-0 win against their in-division rival Falcons last week. But when nobody wants to talk about, because people in this game are talking about this is like a momentum game for Carolina and this, that, and the third. Let's just call a spade a spade. I'm not saying we're great, but the Carolina Panthers are also not great. The fact that they beat the Falcons doesn't tell me anything. Bryce Young is 4-1 against the Falcons. It's like 2 against the Patriots. I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter how bad the Panthers are. They always beat up on the Falcons. So them getting that win, no matter how dominant it was, to me, there really wasn't all that much of a takeaway because we seen them do this last year, the year before. So this is the game the Patriots should win. No doubt. A lot of football left. PG, I think that we should put Borgalis. Like cut, I think you meant cut Borgalis and sign Rodrigo Blankenship. As cool as the little goggles would be, Rodrigo Blankenship is not good. Like Rodrigo Blankenship was good his rookie year, and other than that, that was the last time. Like there's a reason why he's not on a roster. Good kickers are on rosters in some type of way. So the fact that he's not, I think, says a lot. Andy Borgalis was perfect last week, so let's see where he can pick up. Okay. I think sometimes us as fans, like we forget to be patient. As soon as one thing goes wrong, we're screaming about, all right, well, next man up. And if that guy doesn't work out, he makes one mistake, we're pushing him to the side. Next man up after him. And at some point, we got to hit gold like we did with Tom Brady, where this guy's great off the bat with no mistakes. It's like, well, that's not really how that works. You know, sometimes, especially young players, it takes time for them to get comfortable and actually develop within themselves. And you can't develop if you're not getting the opportunities on the field to develop. That's one thing I like about this coaching staff is they're allowing these young players to make mistakes, but still putting them out there for the most part. There will be a certain level where if guys keep making mistakes, then yes, at a certain point, you do got to bench them and get better players that are going to be more reliable. But it's week 4. You can't say, hey, you're a rookie. Hey, you just got in the system. You're making some mistakes. We're going to bench you as soon as we do. Sometimes you just got to let them work through it for a certain period of time. All right, but Drake Maye takes his offense first. Ramondre Stevenson with the first carry of the game. Ramondre going to need to take care of the football, but he is going to need to have a good game if he's going to win Patriots fans back. But Ben Brown, starting here at left guard for the Patriots, Jared Wilson out in this game with an injury. Nikhil says we're at our 35. Good field position. Certainly good field position for the Patriots. They're at the 36-yard line now. They're going to give another one off here. This one to Henderson. Henderson able to dive for a few extra. Pretty good run there on second, but it will bring up third down. It's going to be third and short. The Panthers are a very good bend but don't break defense. They're 25th in total yards, but they're top 10 in touchdowns or points allowed, rather. So, feels like the type of game where you run the football as much as you can. Panthers suck on the ground, but that secondary is actually pretty good. Kayshon Boutte's going to be in motion. He's going to be on the outside. Drake Maye with plenty of time. Almost intercepted. Drake Maye tries to go down the field to Kayshon Boutte on third down, has a clean pocket, and tries to go to Kayshon, who's in double coverage. I'm not sure what Drake Maye was looking at there, but he got away with a real lucky ball there. I mean, that defender should have had the ball for the Panthers and just drops it. I'm not sure why he threw in between two defenders, but oh, flag on the play. Patriots going to punt. All right. False start on the Patriots. Probably just trying to give themselves a little bit. Well, I mean, it's a false start, so I can't say trying to give themselves more wiggle room, but I'm going to look at the positive side and say false start. K'Lavon Chaisson. They want to have a little bit of extra wiggle room. K'Lavon Chaisson, though, with another flag. Flags have been a real issue for K'Lavon Chaisson. I would say it might get to a point where Vrabel benches you, but I can't say that because it sounds like Vrabel doesn't believe that penalties are as big of a problem as we do. So unless he's committing like 5 penalties a game, I don't think they're going to bench him. But Patriots punting. Trevor Etienne gets the ball, and he's going to be down near the 25. So game still 6-0. Defense is going to have to step up big in this one. Not sure where Draco was looking there on third down. Couple of good runs, makes it third and short, but the team can't convert. Guys, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're losing to the Panthers. Guys, we've been on one drive on defense and one drive on offense. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. Okay, well, yeah, no, we're almost halfway through the first quarter, but not yet. So we can't say we're upset that we're losing to them yet when the game just started, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing? Thought Christian Gonzalez is good. Andrew, Christian Gonzalez is good. What do you mean? This is his. Christian Gonzalez hasn't played football since July 28th, my guy, and he's coming out here into week 4 of the regular season where you got guys who have been playing for like the last month. I mean, like, yeah, Christian Gonzalez is naturally going to start off slower. He's cold. The guy hasn't played football in over a month. Almost 2. I'm not worried. You don't like to see it just yet, but I'm not worried. I'm not going to say that because we didn't get an interception on the first defensive drive and we didn't go score 8 on the first offensive drive that all of a sudden we're going to lose. Guys, we could be here, you know? If this is winning and this is losing, we don't have to be on one side. We can sometimes be in the middle. That's where I am. I'm in the middle. Kobe, do you want to win or not? Man, of course I want to win. But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to be like, oh, points scored. Now we're losing. Oh, offense gets on the board. Now we're winning. It's the first quarter of the game. I'm in the middle, you know? I'm like, damn, that's not the way you want to start. But I'm not going to say we're going to lose the game yet. Okay? I'm not never going to say that. But at least right now I'm not going to. I don't think there's a reason to like freak out yet. That's all I'm saying. But Panthers go in motion. They fake the handoff off the edge. Almost gets Bryce Young, but he's got to get this one off. Avoids the sack. Good pocket awareness by Bryce Young on that one. Bryce Young 4 for 4 for 48 yards and a touchdown right now. Looks like K'Lavon Chaisson got the pressure, and he does, but avoids the rush. K'Lavon Chaisson leaves too big of a pocket there and is able to just check the football down. Good decision by Bryce Young. I got to give credit where it's due. 2nd and 2 here for the Panthers. They're going to go back into motion, running a lot of motion here. Damn, they're going to hand the football off. Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard is going to get the first, but they will limit him. That's another thing too, guys, okay, is the Patriots have allowed an opening drive touchdown in every single game so far. Now, they're 1 and 2, okay, so it doesn't say much. But even when they're winning games, they're allowing an opening drive touchdown. So, again, I'm not worried because it's what we see from this defense every single week. And then they adjust as time goes on. Shout out to Mark Wahlberg. And that's my guy right there. All right, well, the Panthers already driving down this field. 35-yard line. False start. False start by the offense. That's going to make it 1st and 15 for Carolina. So bump that baby back to the 30. Never mind, neutral zone infraction. That's on us. So he's saying it's on Harold Landry. Give me the replay. So they call it on Harold Landry when the penalty wasn't on him. The offensive line jumped. Terrible, terrible missed call here by the refs. Instead of a 1st and 15 for Carolina, it's a 1st and 5 now because they called it on the Patriots instead of calling it on the Panthers. Panthers O-line jumped, which caused the Patriots to jump. Ooh, Joe Alt is walking off for the Chargers. That's not good. Tade Tremble inside the 45-yard line here for the Panthers. Bill Belichick must be here because right now these Panthers looking motivated. All right, they're across the 50. They're at the 45. Bryce is going to kill the play. You got Kyle Duggar on the field. They're going to pass. He's under pressure. All right, gets rid of it, though. Sees the pressure coming. Got flushed outside of the pocket. Patriots had pressure. But Bryce Young's smart enough to get outside and just prevent the sack. Nothing downfield. Word is terrible at home, period. Yeah. You got to get this home win if you're the Patriots, or Gillette Stadium might never have people in it again. And those Patriots tickets are so expensive for a team that has not won in years. All right, back in motion go the Panthers. Pass is batted down at the line. Looks like it was Christian Barmore. And it is. Christian Barmore bats the pass down. Such an underrated part of Barmore's game, man. Barmore with the rush. Oh, so actually the pass wasn't batted. Bryce Young just threw a dot at the back of his offensive lineman's head because Barmore got the pressure. So 3rd down and 10 nonetheless. Defense got to bend but don't break here. Pass rush has to get home. When they're giving Bryce Young a clean pocket, he's actually getting something done here. The Panthers are 19th in 3rd down conversion, 39%. Patriots' 3rd down defense is better. Who's going to come up clutch here? They're going to bounce it to the outside. They're just going to run the football, and they're not going to get it. They're going to run the football on 3rd and 10. Interesting decision. I'm not really sure what Carolina is doing there. Maybe just trying to get a little bit of extra wiggle room to try and attempt a field goal. But it doesn't look like they'll be close enough. I mean, but maybe they'll go for it instead. Oh, actually, ball's at. Yeah, Carolina's got a punt on this one. 4th and 8. I'm not sure what that third down attempt was for Carolina. It feels like they were in 3rd and long and just said, all right, well, we're going to give up. We're not converting that. Running the ball on a 3rd and 10 when you've been driving down the field is a bit questionable. So if I'm a Panthers fan, I don't like that. As a Patriots fan, though, I love it. So there was no fair catch. Go, Marcus. Go. There's no fair catch. Go. Go. Did we get it? Oh, whoa. Yes. Yes. Yes, Marcus. Yes. That's it, baby. That's it. All-pro returner. Let's go. They thought he fair catched it. They thought he fair catched it. He didn't. And just like that, the Patriots are back in the game. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! They thought he fair caught it, but he didn't. Wow! Man, I thought they fair caught it for a moment, too. I can't even be mad. Marcus Jones to the house. That is an all-pro special teamer right there. Man, Marcus Jones said, defense, or offense rather, don't you worry about it, baby. Don't you worry. I got this one. Oh, someone's down for the Patriots. Someone's down for the Patriots, but Marcus Jones, baby, punt return to the house. Yeah. You know what? That deserves a... All right, but we got a Patriot down. So that's some not so good news. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Man, I told y'all. Y'all were in the chat like, Colby, it's the blueberry jerseys, man. We suck. Okay, we're losing, Colby. I don't think I can do it. We're about to get blown out. Okay, we let points up on the first drive, Colby. I don't know what we're gonna do. Marcus Jones is what we're gonna do, and that's what we did. Put some respect on it, Marcus freaking Jones. I've seen too much Marcus Jones hate too lately. He putting that to rest. I mean, that was just a great return by Marcus Jones. Great job blocking, but it looks like he's fair catching the football. Panthers look like they give up when they realize that Marcus Jones is running that football back, and it's not a fair catch. It's too late. What a play. You get the block here up front, and Marcus Jones kicks it into second gear. That speed that Marcus Jones got into, baby. He kicked that thing in second gear. That special teams unit for New England's got to be better now, right? Like they were ranked like 20-something heading into this game. Man, we got a punt return and a kick return on the season. No, yeah, punt return and kick return on the season. Let's go. All right. Borregales looked like he was going to miss it, but he didn't. But he didn't, baby. And now we got the lead. Patriots now have a kick and punt return touchdown through 4 weeks. I still want to see what this offense can do because, like, we haven't seen anything yet. But at the end of the day, man, I'll just take a damn win. And Nick points out a great point here because Nick says that changes the momentum immediately. And it does. Because while I don't think the Patriots didn't have momentum, you allow them to drive down the field, put up 6 points. They missed the field goal, or excuse me, they missed the extra point. Your offense comes out. Your offense does nothing. They're driving down the field again, but then you're able to hold them. They go 3 and out. You get the punt, and then you get the touchdown. That changes it. I mean, you get a special teams play like a block kick, a block punt, a kick return touchdown, a punt return touchdown. That just changes the momentum in the game because things like that they don't happen. Man, okay, so Dowdle almost brought this baby home. He's going to get it across the 40. That scared me for a second. I had to stop myself in my tracks. But nonetheless, Patriots feel like they should have some momentum now. They have the lead. They're on the board. They got that goose egg out of the way. They don't have to worry about that. They don't have to panic, and they do have that 1-point lead. So let's see what they can do. Stopping Ted McMillan is going to be big for them because the Patriots, they match up well against Ted. They have that physicality because Ted isn't fast. He's physical. And they have that physicality with Carlton Davis and Christian Gonzalez. So we'll see how much Gonzo is on Tetairoa McMillan, how much Gonzo even plays in this game. But at least for right now, he's out there. Patriots loving to play zone. Oh, they missed the tackle. Patriots still missed the tackle. Should have got him stopped for a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, but instead, Rico Dowd is going to get back to the line of scrimmage on first. So still no gain, but tackling for the Patriots certainly here still an issue. You had Anthony Jennings with the first missed tackle, and then Jack Gibbons comes up. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. All right, flag on the play. Might be a free play. This goes to Tet. Tet's going to get about 9, but flag could be on the Pats' defense. We'll see who jumps first, though. Sure taking their time, these refs. Let's see. Offsides by Anthony Jennings. Penalties declined. Still playing 3rd down, so this will be 3rd and short. All right, 3rd and 1 for Carolina. They're at exactly the 50. Got to get to the 51. They're going to toss the ball off to the outside and gets the first down and more. Dowdle does it again. Right now, he's getting more opportunities than Chuba Hubbard, but it looks like there's a Panther down on the field. Chandler Zavala down on the field for Carolina. And right now, them runs to the outside are killing them. Now, this Panthers offensive line is already dealing with some injuries. Could potentially be dealing with another one here. My boy Tom Brady comes in here with a $3 donation. Says game not done at 6-0. What's wrong with some fans? Man, I don't know. But they better be back in the chat now because now it's 7-6. Now it's 7-6. And we're right back in it. Right back in it, baby. Let's go. Man, that's why you don't panic in the beginning of the game. 28-3, guys. End of the 3rd quarter. 28-3 in the Super Bowl. And we still won. We can never count this team out. I don't care who's behind center. We can't count them out. Can't count them out. Look, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop a 3rd and 1. So, like, I'm more mad at the penalty than I am the. I'm more mad at the penalty than I am converting on a 3rd and 1. All right. Not Andrew. The Patriots don't have the worst defense. They don't have the best defense, but it's not the worst. Okay, this defense has a lot of potential. It's certainly not lived up to it. The Patriots have one of the best pass rushes in the NFL, but it's the secondary that's struggling. With Gonzo back, you're hoping that that does improve because this defense has easily the potential to be top 10. They're not playing up to the potential. Missed tackling is a big issue though for the Patriots. I think that's a struggle, which if they could fix that and be consistent with it, I think this defense just looks different because they're crowding to the ball carrier immediately, but then it's like ball carriers dodging 4 defenders, and next thing you know, instead of a loss of 4, it's a gain of 8. Yeah, undisciplined defense. That's a great way to put it. Shout out Kill Cam. What's going on, man? I hate the fan base. It's like 50-50, bro. Hey, man. That's how some fan bases are, man. To each their own, man. To each their own. As long as you're supporting the team and you're not hating 24/7, hey, man, to each their own. But have some faith, y'all. Have some faith. Have some faith in the team. That's all. All right, Patriots get some pressure. Oh, Bryce Young throws as he moves, and that's incomplete. If Bryce Young's going to throw under pressure like that, at some point, there's got to be an interception. He goes to his guy, Ted, but the pressure allows that incompletion. And Harold Landry looking good in this game so far, getting probably the most pressure out of all the Patriots defenders so far. Brings down Bryce Young. So Bryce Young delivers a pass, but still takes a hit nonetheless. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. All right, they're going to get this one out to Rico Dowdle, and they're going to stop him behind the line. Jack Gibbons was the first one there to meet him. And Jack Gibbons with a good play there. 3rd and 10 now for the Panthers. Last time it was 3rd and 10. They just ran the football. If they're smart, they'll pass it here. Jack Gibbons comes off the field. Patriots expecting a pass. Let's see what they do. Panthers on the 41-yard line. Third and 10, not in field goal range yet. They need about 5 yards to be in field goal range. Young looking downfield, and it's incomplete behind Tedderall McMillan, who, if he was able to hit Ted, looks like they still would have been short of the first, but would have at least been a little bit closer to attempt a field goal. Now maybe they don't even attempt a field goal. Now they might just punt the ball. We'll see what their decision is, but it's 4th and 10. Missed a wide open Ted nonetheless, and that is going to force a punt. Again, I don't think Ted would have made the first down there, but I do think that you're able to now attempt a field goal. Now they have to punt. So Patriots defense, baby, bend but don't break. You're going to take it how you can get it. You're going to take it how you can get it. That's it, baby. Get lit in the chat. Get lit in the chat. Everybody was worried in the beginning, but now we have forced back-to-back punts. Marcus Jones, you going to do it again? Just kidding. All right. Bounce into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And let's see this Patriots offense take the field. By the way, big prayers for Terrell Williams, by the way. Major prayers. Thoughts and prayers are with our boy Terrell. Shout out to my boy Trey, who comes in with the $5 donation. Says, if Vrabel and Wolf had half a functioning brain and kept Peppers, our secondary wouldn't be like this, wouldn't be this bad, even without Gonzo. I'll continue to stand by that. I don't think that Peppers would have been the savior for the Patriots defense, but I do think he's a versatile piece to where he should have been kept on this team. I don't understand that one. Like, he's a playmaker. Jabril Peppers will give up plays, but then he'll also make plays for you, and you kind of have to figure out what's better. By the way, Austin Hooper on a screen goes just 20 yards down the field. So first play for the offense will be a successful one. But again, do the pros outweigh the cons, or do the cons outweigh the pros when it came to Jabril Peppers? And I think that they thought that the cons outweighed the pros at the end of the day. So I personally don't like it, but it is what it is. Again, I don't think that he's the difference between this defense being the 20th best defense compared to a top 10 defense, but still certainly somebody that I would have wanted to keep. But they want to keep their guys. They want to get younger. Jabril Peppers, how much longer does he have in the league at the end of the day? Plus, he doesn't exactly fit the style of defense they want to run. They want their safeties to be more dropping back into coverage, playing deep, which isn't really what he does, but I still would have kept him. Pass goes out here to Stephon Diggs on 1st and 10. Well, maybe gets the Patriots. No, it's going to be a little short. 2nd and 5. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Patriots at the 51. They're going to give this one off to Gibson. A little bit of misdirection. Gibson gets into space. Gibson's going. Oh, Gibson, if he could have shaken that tackle, you had blockers right ahead of Gibson. That thing might have been taken to the house. Nonetheless, 21 yards. We had 24 yards on the first play, the screen to Austin Hooper. And now another 21 yards here to Antonio Gibson. So Patriots already stringing together some good plays. That's almost 50 yards in 2 plays already on this drive. So, all right, Antonio Gibson's getting looked at on the sideline, though. Looks like he'll be okay, but maybe just got hit a little bit. Travion Henderson in motion. They're going to fake the handoff, give it to Ramondre. Ramondre's getting upfield. Ramondre's going. Ramondre, hang on to the ball, baby. Hang on to the ball, Ramondre. That's all I'm asking. Great run. Great run by Ramondre Stevenson. And that's another first down for the Patriots. Big gain. 22 yards to Ramondre. 22 yards. All right, they're going to give it to Ramondre. He's going to squeeze up for about 2 or 3. Great drive here by the Patriots offense, though. Now, they obviously have to capitalize with 7. It's the end of the first quarter. We'll see if they can do that when they come back. But Patriots offense dominating on this drive. That is 3 plays of 20-plus yards. You have... Let me make sure. I'm going to pull up the exact numbers. So you had Austin Hooper go 24 yards on the first play. It was a screen. Then you had Antonio Gibson for 21 yards. And then you had Ramondre Stevenson for 22. 24, 21, 22. Antonio Gibson. All right, let's take a look at the chat. How we feeling, chat? How we feeling? I feel like people are starting to check out. Again, guys, in case you just joined, Patriots offense driving down the field, end of first quarter, so we're at break. but they're knocking on the door for a touchdown. Key plays on this drive. Austin Hooper screen pass for 24 yards. Antonio Gibson, a little bit of a misdirection on the ground, 21 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, 22 yards. Those 3 plays gave the Patriots over 60 yards of offense. Just don't fumble. You know what, David? That's a fair statement. That's fair. That's fair. Is this on TV? So I have Sunday ticket personally, so I'm not sure. I mean, if you're in Boston, yeah, your Mass should be on TV. But if not, then you're probably screwed. All right, Patriots at the 5-yard line here. Charlie's feeling a Patriots win today. I love it, Charlie. Keep up that energy, baby. We're going to need it. All right, they're going to fake this one. And Drake Maye is going to try to get in by... And he does! Oh, he does the Superman! He does the Superman! Get it, Draco! Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! Yeah, we need it. Yeah, we need a Drake Maye Superman shirt after that one. I need it. I need it! I need it! I told the AFC East Roundtable anytime touchdown. I tried to tell him Drake Maye anytime touchdown, baby. And he does it. I should have put money on it. Should have put money on it. Yo, Connor's out here collecting necks already. Damn. Oh, man. Connor's out here collecting necks. Fools called Drake Maye a bust last week. LMAO. Ooh. Yo, Carter's collecting necks, man. Oh, shoot. Shoot, Carter. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, man. I need a Drake Maye. I need a Drake Maye Superman shirt after this. All right, 14-6 Pats. Nah, that little Drake Maye Cam Newton little in the end zone bit. I love it. I love it, man. I need a shirt now. Here's my wallet. Here's my credit card. Take it. All right. Bryce Young under pressure, but gets it off. Jack Gibbons one-on-one brings him down. Chuba Hubbard check down nets him just over 10. So that's a first down. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So they're getting some pressure, but secondary's got to hold up. Oh, I love these shirts. Are you kidding me? Every single Patriots player wearing T-Strawn shirts with a little cancer sign. Hold up. Do we have a clap here? We got to get this win for Terrell, baby. Got to get this win for Terrell. That's what it's about. Damn it. They're back. The bots are back. Ah, shoot. I'm not giving you free promotion. Who's you? Does New England have the ball after halftime? Yes, they won the coin toss, but elected to defer. So they'll get the ball to start the third. Where can I get a T-Straw shirt? All right. Just another check down here. Mitchell Evans thrown down, but Mitchell Evans thrown closer to the first. If we're going to throw him down, maybe let's throw him the opposite way, but that's all right. Hey, yo. Good for Jackson Dart getting in the end zone, but someone gotta teach Jackson Dart how to dance, man, because that's just not it. All right, 3rd and 1 here for Carolina. All right, they're going to fake the handoff. They're going to check this one down. Maybe he's going to run it, and he will. I'm not too sure why. He should have just checked it down, but all right, they convert. Bryce Young fakes the handoff, goes out wide, has the option to check the football down or run. He chooses to run for it. Sometimes this Patriots aggressiveness bites them in the butt a little bit. They got to start playing more underneath. Now, I know that ideally, sometimes you got to pick your poison here. Do you want to take away over top, or do you want to take away underneath? But if they're just going to kill you underneath, you have to make that adjustment. Not like for real, though. They selling T-Strong shirts? All right, they're going to check the football down again. Jack Gibbons is going to get him. Chuba Hubbard down after a gain of maybe 5. We'll see where they spot it. 2nd and 5, so yeah, will be a gain of 5. How is Gonzo played? There was one rough moment where it was like the first rep or the second rep that he was going up against Tet, that Tet ran a comeback route and got him, but Gonzo still secured the tackle. It was like a gain of 5, so it wasn't anything crazy. But other than that, haven't really noticed Gonzo. Carlton Davis feels like he's the one that's going more one-on-one here with Tet. So maybe just a game they're easing Gonzo into, but I mean, Gonzo, I don't even see him on the field. Intercepted! Ah! Should have been intercepted by Jalen Hawkins, but flag on the play. Uh-oh. This is going to be on the Patriots. 2nd hold on Carlton Davis. Should have been an interception. Doesn't matter either way. Carlton Davis with his 2nd holding of the game already. And then it's just the 2nd quarter. So Gonzo is out on the field for that play, but for some reason they got Carlton Davis defending Tet. I don't love that decision. And that's a big play now for them. Yeah. Man, I don't even know if I adjust my fantasy lineup. All right, Hubbard is at the bottom. He's going to be playing outside receiver on this play. Gonzo's on Hubbard. Bryce Young under pressure. Bryce Young down. Bryce Young slips. And the Patriots get the technical sack on him. Chason and Milton Williams flush him out of the pocket. Bryce Young falls down and they lose 11 yards. 3rd and 16. Milton Williams, the first one there. Chason defends the outside. And they got lucky that he slipped there also. I mean, they probably still would have gotten him down, but that slip secured him being down for the biggest possible losses possible. He might have gotten a couple extra there. 3rd and 16, just play deep. Don't allow the first. They're probably going to attempt a field goal either way. They're in field goal position, whether they get the first or not. Pass is batted down. Almost looked like it was intercepted again by Woodson this time. Carlton Davis is down, though. Looks like Craig Woodson should have had the interception, but it also looks like Carlton Davis is down here. Yeah, Craig Woodson should have had the interception. Should have had that one. Look, he's a defensive back for a reason, but both hands on it, should have had it. And that is confirmed now. Carlton Davis is down. We'll see what this is about. Damn, can we get a game of just Gonzo and Carlton Davis? Like, come on, man. All right, we'll see what the Panthers do. 55-yard field goal attempt if they elect to do so. Davis is walking off under his own power per Evan Lazar. So that's good. That's good. Pats lead the league in technical sacks. No, Jow, they just lead the NFL, period. Like, what do you... I'm not sure if this is trolling or not, but the Patriots defensive line is actually good. Like, they get actual sacks. You don't lead the NFL in sacks because quarterbacks are just slipping every single time you play them. That was the first time I saw the quarterback slip this season, and the Patriots get a technical sack. Nonetheless, he also slipped because the Patriots pass rush flushed him out of the pocket. So even then, he slipped because of the pass rush. So I'm not really sure what that is. Make sure you guys slam that thumbs up button for your boy. Help support me tremendously. Over 140 people watching on YouTube, more on Twitter, only 46 like button smash. So do your boy a favor, smash that like button. Help support the channel tremendously while also utilizing YouTube's hype feature. So if you go down, you can see like there's a button that says hype and you get free hype. You can only hype a certain amount of like channels per week. If you guys got some hype left, consider doing it for me in the channel, man. Goes a long, long way. That like button too also goes a long way when you guys hit it. Basically tells YouTube, yeah, this video is doing pretty good. Maybe we should tell other people about it. I never liked Davis. Wish they got Reed from the Jets. Well, Reed wouldn't have made sense. DJ Reed wouldn't have made sense for the Patriots because he was a slot cornerback. He was smaller, so it wouldn't have made sense to get a guy that was smaller because you have Marcus Jones who's already small. So it wouldn't have given the Patriots that outside cornerback outside of Gonzo, and that's what they needed. That's why they went and they got Davis, because they needed that size on the outside. But 50-yard field goal attempt here by the Panthers, missed earlier for the extra point. And he doinks it. He doinks another. This game's going to stay at 14-6, and the Patriots get good starting field position. Let's take advantage of this, baby. Go down 21-6. That thing wasn't accurate or long enough. And the Panthers might be looking for a new kicker. So hits the upright for the extra point, and then this one doesn't have the accuracy nor the power to get it downfield. All right, let's take advantage of this. Let's get a confident win, baby. Patriots are starting at the 45-yard line. So not quite across the 50 just yet. They're going to fake the handoff to Henderson. He's going to check it down to Henderson. Henderson with the hands. Wow, that ball should not have been complete, but Henderson off the fingertips, able to reel the reception in. All right. 2nd and 1 for the Pats, who are across the 50. They're going to hand this thing off to Henderson. Henderson will get the first and a little bit more inside the 45 now. So fresh set of downs for New England. All right. 1st and 10. You got Travion Henderson. Check down option for Drake Maye. Drake Maye's going to go down to Stephon Diggs. Longest reception we've seen from Stephon Diggs so far this season. Run it back, Diggs. Run it back. His height. What's that going to go for? 33 yards. Longest catch we've seen under Stephon Diggs. Wow. Largest reception so far we've seen from Diggs. I know Cardi liked that one. They're going to get this one off to Henderson. Henderson's going to dive for quite a few yards here. Flag on the play, though. Face mask on the offense. Replay 1st down. So they're going to say face mask on Austin Hooper. Hooper looks confused as hell. Let's take a look at this supposed face mask because Austin Hooper's trying to plead his case. That's the difficult one. It looks more like Austin Hooper when he was blocking the defender. The defender got past him, and Austin Hooper's hands swiped the face mask, and they tried to say that he was holding. That's a real ticky-tacky call. I don't know about that because it swiped across the face mask real quick. You never see an actual hold. You never see a tug. If he was really pulling on his face mask, you would have seen the defender's body going one way and then his head going another. We didn't see that. So that feels a little ridiculous. I don't know, man. These refs are real ticky-tacky towards the Patriots the last few weeks. Refs are paid off. We're not here for flag football. No, like if you guys are watching this Gamecast too, I wish I could show you guys, but if you could watch the Gamecast, literally what Austin Hooper's doing. So Austin Hooper goes to block the guy, and then the defender starts to get around him, and then Austin Hooper's hand literally just goes like this to the guy who's literally going away from him, and they try to say that it was a face mask. Vrabel apparently is having a word with the referee during this break, this commercial break, about that face mask. So Austin Hooper didn't like it. Vrabel doesn't like it. I mean, that was a good run by Travion Henderson. That means the Patriots would have been about 2-3 yards away from the end zone. Now they're backed up 5 yards away from the original first down spotting. So that could be something that does make a difference. You know, once the red zone shrinks, it's a lot harder to get some production there because everything just condenses. So better hope they can still get into the end zone, or really that could be the refs screwing over the Patriots. Cam Jackson, defensive tackle for the Panthers, also injured. So the trenches, O-line and D-line for the Panthers, is getting dragged through the mud. All right, first and goal. The Patriots are backed up deep now at the 24-yard line. So they go like 3 yards out to now they're at the 24. So Kyle Williams gets a carry on the ground here. Won't do anything with it. Second down for the Patriots. Kyle Williams heading off the field. Might have lost a yard there. This should have been a prime opportunity for the Patriots to get 7 points, and I'm not sure now. I mean, second down, second and goal, and they're at the 26-yard line. That was a 10-yard penalty, not 5. Excuse me. They're going to set up the screen. Henderson, try to get a little closer. This is going to be a field goal attempt for the Patriots. Flag on the play, probably on us. Always is. Personal foul, tripping on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down for the Patriots. So Carolina tripping the Patriots, and it looks like the Patriots get a bit of a break. Yeah. So Travion Henderson juked Scott out of his shoes, and then Scott looked like he tripped Henderson, which is why Henderson stopped. If he doesn't trip Henderson, Henderson would have had a bigger gain there, but wouldn't have had as big of a gain as that penalty was able to just give them right now. So rough situation there for the Panthers, but Patriots benefit off of, they benefit off the flag, which they got screwed with the previous flag, so it makes sense. Maye's looking in the middle of the field too. Looks like Stephon Diggs at the 6-yard line. And it is Diggs. It's going to be 2nd and 4. How many penalties has this team gotten this season? Over 20. Probably more like 30 some now. Shoot, man. Calvin Austin's going to the hospital. Prayers for the Steelers wide receiver. Faced him last week. He had that game-stealing touchdown against the Pats last week. He's in the hospital now. Damn. They're going to give it to Henderson. Into the end zone. Let's go. Run it back, baby. Not settling for 3. Only taking 7. Travion Henderson, I think. Is that his first touchdown in the regular season? I think it is. Keep that ball, Travion. Keep that ball, baby. Preseason don't count. Some real good power by Henderson to get into the end zone, baby. Patriots go up 21-6 here. 21-6. Andy Borgales makes another one. Andy Borgales has been really, really close to missing a couple here today, but at the end of the day, all that matters is you make it. 21-6 Patriots, and it's not even halftime, baby. Woo! So Ramondre Stevenson starts for the Patriots, but doesn't look like he's the bell cow. Let's check out some football scores. All right, let's see some NFL scores. So Lions are beating the Browns 10-7. Falcons are beating the Commanders, who have Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels out, so they're winning 17-10. The Eagles are beating the Buccaneers 21-3. The Giants are beating the Chargers 10-3. Wow, that's surprising. Saints are only behind the Bills by 4. So 14-10 Bills, but wow. And then the Texans are beating the Titans 6-0. How about that? Where's our game? Oh, there it is. Let's look at where the Patriots are at thus far. So far, Bryce Young is 10 of 15 at 104 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 5 carries, 25 yards, averaging 5 yards per carry on the ground. Ted McMillan is 4 targets, 2 receptions, 25 yards. Tremble, the tight end, is 3 targets, 2 receptions, 22 yards. When it comes to the Patriots offense, Drake Maye is 6 of 7 for 83 yards and a 116.1 passer rating. Ramondre Stevenson does still lead the Patriots in rushing. 3 attempts, 25 yards, 8.3 yards per carry. Travion Henderson is 4 for 15, 3.8 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. And Antonio Gibson, 1 carry for 21 yards. Diggs is leading the Patriots in receiving yards, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 45 yards. So maybe his coming out game for the Patriots might be his best statistical game as a Patriot. And then Austin Hooper's second with 24 yards. So offense certainly has to do more, but when you got 21 points up on the board, like you're not complaining. The offensive stats don't look spectacular because the offense hasn't needed to be on the field all that much. That's what you want. All right, Etienne's going to be down at about the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to have to go the length of the field here. All right, let's see what his defense can do. Panthers at the 25, like I previously mentioned. And flag on the play. We'll see who this is on. False start on the offense. So back that baby up to the 20-yard line. 1st and 15. Tremble gets the false start there for Carolina. PG, do you think we can beat the Bills? The Bills have played closer games than people are giving them credit for. They blew out the Jets, but that was it. I think the Bills are a good team. I'm not going to guarantee a win, but the Patriots always play the Bills close, and the Patriots always find a way to beat the Bills once. I don't care what the circumstances are. They find a way to win. So I think the Patriots will split with the Bills. I do, and I think they'll play closer than people are projecting them to. In that first game in Buffalo last year, the Patriots should have won. They were up 14 on them. But they try to give the football off to Hubbard. Patriots are going to crowd him at the line, and he's going to be stopped at the line. Try to bounce it outside, but pool of Patriots defenders there. They're not going to get it. So this is going to be, what, 3rd and long? Second and 15, rather. So 2nd and long. So if the Panthers are smart here, they try to get about 7-8 yards here on 2nd, then 7-8 yards on 3rd. They're going to go deep and just completely misses Tet. Even if that ball's caught by Tet, he's got safety help over the top, so maybe a hospital ball. Might be lucky that thing wasn't a catch. 3rd and 15 now for Carolina. Patriots defense doing really, really good, putting Carolina in 3rd and long situations, and then not really, essentially forcing them to play everything underneath there. Play everything over the top. If they're going to beat you, it's going to be underneath. Gonzo has only allowed 1 reception for 16 yards on 4 routes defending Tet. All right, Dowdle's going to try to get to the outside. Milton Williams wraps him and brings him down for a gain of 1. 4th down. I'm not entirely sure what Carolina's doing here. Every time they get to 3rd down, it's like 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15. They're just running the football. So great play by Milton Williams. That's another 3 and out for the Panthers. Like I said, baby, bend but don't break defense. They come out and they suck on the first drive. Everybody overreacts, and then they'll start to settle down. Marcus Jones with space. Marcus Jones still going. No! Go! It's a number one! Number two! Number two! No! Marcus Jones is unreal. What? I'm going to break my phone. Marcus Jones so close to 2 punt return touchdowns. Special teams player of the week. Special teams player of the week. Are you kidding me? Just had the punter to beat. Patriots got all the momentum right now. Nonetheless, this offense is taking over at the 14-yard line. So close. Stevenson in at running back. He's going to get 1. Marcus Jones with 2 crazy punt returns. 1 to the house. Should have had another one to the house, but can't beat the punter. The punter brings down Marcus Jones, man. 1 man to beat. And he couldn't do it. Drake Maye drops back. It goes back to Stephon Diggs. He's going to get about 5 here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Patriots. Let's go. Put up another 7, baby. Take advantage of bad football. All right, 3rd and 5. Draco goes to Hunter Henry. Does he get it? Good enough for a first, but they're going to say it's short of the touchdown. Man, I thought he broke the pylon. Drake Maye threads the needle. It was Hunter Henry against 3 defenders. All right. Sounds like there's going to be no challenge. Call is going to stand. All right, hit the 2-minute warning. Nah, man, give us the tutty, baby. Come on, it's on the line. It's on the line. Just give it to him. What is that? Like 1st and a centimeter? Make sure you guys slam that like button for your boy, man. Getting closer and closer to halftime. We'll do a Q&A at halftime. We'll do a Q&A. So make sure you guys get your questions ready. Hey. Let's go check out how the TikTok is going. Make sure you guys follow your boy on TikTok at Patriots Global. Might have posted this one too late. That video did all right. That video did all right. All right. Back from break here. 2 minutes left in the second. Jack Westover in at fullback. They're going to hand this thing off. Antonio Gibson, easy touchdown. New England Patriots, baby. And right now, the Patriots are blowing out the Carolina Panthers. Blowing them out. Like on all neat. Let's keep it for real. Let's keep it for real. All right, Antonio Gibson, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Clip that. Clip that, baby. Clip that. Everybody wants to clip you when you're losing. Ain't nobody want to clip you when you're blowing out a team. And Andy Borgalo's right up the middle, 28-6. New England Patriots, baby. Y'all know damn well, too, that when we are on the AFC East Roundtable tomorrow to break down these games, Dan and Richie both picked the Carolina Panthers to win this game, okay? The Panthers are gaining momentum. I don't know what to make of both of these teams, but that was a confident win by the Panthers. You know, Bryce Young's looking good. Those were the words that they were saying when they previewed this game, okay? And I guarantee you, when we get to this preview tomorrow, we break these games down tomorrow on the AFC East Roundtable, I guarantee you that Richie, the Jets fan, and Dan, the Bills fan, right? The excuse is going to be just the Panthers. Well, if it's just the Panthers, why were you hyping them up? If it's just the Panthers, why did you have them winning against the Patriots? Nah. Put respect. Teams are undefeated when trailing by 28. I want to blow them out even more, man. I want like 40 to 9. 40 to 9. That's what I want. I want a confident win. My boy Trey comes in here and says, as Chiseled Adonis would say, dude, I haven't heard that name in so long. The Panthers might be dead, but they're still getting effed. Dude, I think if this is who I'm thinking of, dude, I worked with Chisel Adonis back in like 2020 when we were with the same network. Man, I haven't talked to that guy in years, man. I forgot about Chisel Adonis, man. Damn. All right, 1st and 10. They're going to try to run the ball with Rico Dowdle, but only going to get about 1. Panthers running their 2-minute drill right now. Just about 1 minute and 30 seconds left here before halftime. 3 timeouts for each team. All right, the Panthers drop back under a little bit of pressure. Going to stumble. It's going to bring up 3rd down, about 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2, rather. A minute still left in the game. No reason to hurry. All right, they're going to hand the ball off. Rico Dowdle. They're going to get the first here, but clock's still moving. Under a minute. All 3 timeouts left. Surprised they didn't use one there. All right. Blitz was there for a minute. Went to Tremble. Marte Mapu on him, though. That's incomplete. So that will stop the clock, but 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. All right, 2nd and 10. The Panthers not across the 50 just yet, but across the 45. Bryce Young under pressure. He's going to look to run. Then he's going to pass it, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 10 now for Carolina. 40 seconds still left in the game. All 3 timeouts for both teams. Make sure you guys slam that like button. 122 people watching on YouTube right now. Only 61 likes. Button slammed, though. All right, 3rd and 10. Young under pressure, and Young's going to throw it to the ground. 4th and 10. And if they're smart, they'll punt this thing. But they're down by a decent amount. Patriots get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. They try to get aggressive. Probably not, given where the field position is. And Gonzo going stride for stride with Ted McMillan right now. So for the people that are saying that Gonzo's getting cooked because he allowed 1 reception to Ted McMillan early on in the game for like 16 yards, let's calm down. Oh, punt was almost blocked. Punt was almost blocked there. I wish we could get a replay of that. That was close. I got you on the like, my guy. El Gizzo, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. All right, so let's see if the Patriots just kneel this thing down or if they try to get aggressive with any type of points. I would assume this is just a kneel down. If they had blocked that punt, it probably would have been different, but I'm not expecting much here. Yeah, it's down at the Pats' 2-yard line, so they'll probably just knee this thing down and get into halftime. That thing was almost blocked, but instead goes down at the 2-yard line. Well, actually, maybe not a kneel down. You can't kneel it down. He'll be in the end zone. All right, Antonio Gibson will punch it up there for a couple. Carolina's going to use a timeout. Yo, Carolina's doing the most Madden-esque BS right now. 2nd and 7. Carolina takes a timeout with 21 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts left. They gonna do that Madden BS where, like, we have timeouts and we're down. Actually, we're getting blown out, but we're gonna use all our timeouts to make it look like we're doing something. What are you doing, dude? Just get into halftime. Why are we utilizing the timeouts now? Do y'all really want to get the football back with 5 seconds? What are we doing? Now Drake Maye can kneel if he wants to, but they're gonna give this thing off, it looks like. They blitzed up the middle. They knew the Patriots were going to run it. It's going to be 3rd down for the Pats. Panthers use their 2nd timeout. We'll see what the Pats do here. Do they want Drake Maye to kneel this one? Carolina will use their last timeout. Get the ball back with a roughly 10 seconds. 3rd and 8 right now. Patriots obviously deep into their own territory. So they would have to have a pretty good punt here by Bryce Behringer. Make sure you pin them deep. Don't even allow them to attempt a field goal. Let's see what they do here. Last thing you want is to, also give them the ball back with a timeout. So if I'm the Patriots, I'm not going for the first here. I'm just making sure that one of 2 things is happening. They either have to utilize their final timeout or this thing goes into halftime. So looks like they're going to run this thing. Ramondre is in the backfield. He gets the ball, and he'll go down for a gain of a couple. So 4th down for the Patriots. Carolina will use their final timeout. 12 seconds left. So that'll be just under 10 seconds by the time that they get the football after the punt. I would expect the Panthers to try and get aggressive and block this thing, but we'll see. When you get a punt like that, though, I mean, I can't blame them for trying to utilize these timeouts. Because if you can get a block or anything. I'm going to need a boot here from Bryce Behringer, though. The Panthers, they don't have any timeouts, so they're going to be bent against the clock. Last thing you want is an opportunity if it's like, okay, all they need is a 5-yard slant to be put in field goal range, and now they have an opportunity for free 3 points. So you want to get this across the 50. All right, we're raising the roof. And the Panthers did try to block that thing. Renfro with the return. It is across the 50. Oh, wow. So that actually used up all 12 seconds. So Canales thinks there's a second left. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure that what the Panthers were thinking there. It looks like the Panthers thought that they were going to have enough time, maybe take one Hail Mary shot down the field, but they ain't going to get it. So I feel like I wasted the last 5 minutes of my life for no reason. We could have nailed that baby down and been in halftime like 5 minutes ago. But all right. That's all right. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, never mind. We're still out on the field. This is the longest delay to halftime I've ever seen in my life. We're still out on the field trying to figure out if there's 1 second left on the clock or not. So there's 2 seconds left on the clock, not even 1. The discussion was, is there 1 second left on the clock? And now we're talking about 2? What the hell is this? Yo, these refs are terrible. It should not take you 5 minutes to figure out how much time is left on the freaking clock, bro. What are we doing? Whatever, bro. Like, they have 2 seconds. They have 1 shot deep. Rush 3 guys. Put everybody else into coverage. Mac Hollins is out there. All right, Patriots take their timeout. Damn, can we just get it at halftime? What is this? Damn, my fantasy teams are bugging right now, man. Damn. All right, the Pages are going to rush 2. They're going to set up a screen, flag on the play, and all of this was for nothing. There's a flag, though. We'll see what that's about. That'll probably keep this halftime, or excuse me, this will probably keep the second quarter going for another 10 minutes. Never mind, illegal man downfield on the offense. And that's halftime. So the Panthers were this petty that they're getting blown out that they're like, how long can we extend this game? And just like, we might lose, but how much can we piss them off before we go? That was the longest 60 seconds of my life. AD makes a beautiful point here. 28-6 at home is such a fresh of breath air, not going to lie. Patriots, I don't want to say they got the monkey off their back just because it is still the Panthers. You got to prove that you can win at home in these tougher matchups and actually make that a hard place to play. I know that's what Kraft wants. I know that's what Vrabel wants. But that all starts with getting your first win at home, right? It's momentum. It's get that breath of fresh air like you mentioned. And now you can start playing a little bit more free. So hopefully when we see them at home next, which is When do we see the Patriots back at home? So the Patriots are actually about to go on a pretty long road stretch here. They got the Bills next week. Then they got the Saints, and then they got the Titans. They'll be back at home on my birthday, actually. They'll be back home on my birthday, October 26th, to face the Browns. So next 3 games will be on the road. So getting one at home, some important momentum. Then you play the Browns, which isn't going to be a cakewalk, but certainly should be a win. Certainly should be a win. But we could do a little bit of a Q&A while we wait here. Now, real quick, you guys, in fact, let's take this one off. We don't need that. Real quick, I do want to give a shout out to the sponsor of the video, man. Those are our good friends over on CalSheet. One sec. Yep. StreamYards have been bugging lately, man. Oh my gosh. What is this? Which one is it? There we go. Want to give a big shout out to our good friends over at CalSheet. We'll have that link for you guys in the description box below. CalSheet is not a sports book. They're the best damn predictions market on the platform. So all of the trends that you're seeing here, all these odds, which I always like to see because you can look at the time and the date that people were putting their bets on this game, and you can see how the trends have changed over time. Yesterday, it was at 69%. 69% of people had the Patriots winning this game. And I said, that's not enough. Slam the over for the New England Patriots. And since then, that number has gone up significantly. 98% of people taking the New England Patriots. For some reason, still 2% of people think that the Panthers are going to win this game. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but cool thing here about CalSheet is that the odds and the trends that you see right here, they are not made up by CalSheet. So with a lot of like the sports books you see out there, those are lines that are made up by them. These odds and lines that you see from CalSheet, they're made up by you guys, real people, the fans, which gives you the best possible outcome. And if you're wrong on your take, CalSheet will not make a single cent off you. Available in every single state, as always, though. Play smart, play responsible. But I always love looking at these odds, man, just to see where everybody's head's at. And what do people think at certain games? They also have NFL futures. They have a lot of other stuff too. They have all sports, but they also have things like celebrities, politics, entertainment, all of that good stuff. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out CalSheet, linked in the description box below. They even got the Patriots odds to win the division. You can see what people think about there, what percentage of the Patriots have to win the division. On top of that, the Patriots win total. So make sure you guys go ahead and check them out. But let's go ahead. Let's get back here. And we'll put it back to this. There we go. Another win against a shitty team. Edward, man. Edward, I know you're smiling behind the scenes, bro. I know, Edward, that you're sitting there despite this blowout win, and you're saying, man, but like, it's the Panthers. You can't help but to get giddy. You can't help but to smile. Like, I know you're trying to hate, but you're there typing with your thumbs like, it's the Panthers, bro. Like, what do you... Guys, like, let's calm down. I know you can't even calm down, Edward, man. It don't matter who you get a win against in this league, especially a blowout win, you'll take it. Because guess what? Good teams take advantage of bad football. If the Patriots were a terrible team, they'd either be losing to the Panthers or it'd be a closer game. Shout out to Nikhil, says, Colby, remember Carolina ain't a slouch. They are fresh off of a 30-point win, and we're blowing them out. Now, like me personally, And so I don't really take too much away from the Falcons game. Look, they got a blowout win, 30-0 against an in-division rival. That is still big, but Bryce Young's also like 4-1 against the Falcons, so it's like he's always done well against them. So it's hard to take too much away, but I don't think that the Panthers are a slouch. After they benched Bryce Young last year, they were a team that got better as time went on. The first couple of weeks, the first 2 weeks, they didn't look good, and then they started to gain momentum last week. So I think that this is a team in the Panthers that can be scary. They're kind of like the old Commanders, to where you don't expect many wins at the end of the day, but they'll play you competitive and they can win in any game and it won't surprise you. That's how I view the Panthers. Matthew says we're having a mid-off in fantasy, Colby. Matthew, I was literally checking my fantasy lineup because I was like, oh my God, did I adjust my lineup this week? And then I saw that it's, what is it? I have 40 points. You got 74. 40 points is crazy work. Crazy work. I got like 3 fantasy leagues, and I'm losing in all of them. Man. Is this our breakout game? Nikhil, we got the Bills next week, so we're going to need a breakout game. We're going to need a confidence booster if we're going to go bake some ass in Buffalo next week. I don't know what the hell that was. Shout out to my boy Trey says, Edward, you're saying this, but you're probably one of the same people who had them losing to the Panthers. Shut up with all the discrediting. Look, if you're if you're out here trying to discredit every good thing the team does, but then hating on them when they lose, then you're a Jets fan. You cannot be a Patriots fan doing all that. Like, you could be down about the Patriots, but like at the end of the day, if they're blowing out a team like the Panthers, like you gotta still give them credit where it's due. I'm not saying we're making the postseason, but you can't call the Patriots a bottom 5 team in the league anymore. Dan and Richie are big Patriots haters. Well, Ford Nation, I'm going to need you. In fact, I'm going to need all my Patriots fans in the chat on the AFC East Roundtable tomorrow. We're going at like 5:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I'm going to need y'all in the chat to make sure that you're calling out everybody in the chat. But you're calling out Dan, you're calling out Richie. They thought the Panthers were going to win this one. That's crazy. That's crazy work. I felt disrespected about that, actually. I felt really disrespected because it's like, I'm not saying we're a great team or nothing, but like, damn, if you don't think that we can beat the Panthers, like, I can't be your friend. I'll be right back, y'all. I got to get some water. This iced tea is only going to cut it for so long. Let's get a water as this team is getting ready to take the field. All right. Let's check out some more football scores. Why don't we? Yeah, facts. So water boy, get Kobe a water now, man. Well, look, hopefully the channel pops off well enough to one day we can have a mansion like Kai Cenat, and then I can have somebody just bring me in water during the stream. I'm thirsty. And then just the water falls down from the ceiling into my hands. That's the goal, man. If that's not the American dream, I don't know what it is. All right, let's check out some football scores. All right, so the Saints and Bills are still the same score as last time. The Bills are only winning by 4 points against the Saints. Texans are still beating the Titans. Let's see. The Lions are beating the Browns 20-7. The Giants are beating the Chargers 13-10. Eagles are winning 24-6, and the Commanders are losing to the Falcons 17-10. So a lot of these scores are still the same. Is that right? Wow. A lot of these game scores haven't moved. Interesting. This might be one of those games where Drake Maye doesn't do a whole lot. Like, this really might be just more so one of those games where you're running the football and dominating on defense. 28-6, I expect the Patriots to just run the football a lot and dominate time of possession, stay on the field, come out with the win. But we'll see. They get the football first. .95 passing yards for Drake Maye, but he's 8 of 9. He's 8 of 9, so, like, what percentage is that? I don't know. Drake Maye's got the second best completion percentage heading into week 4, though. So there's that. We'll hang our hat on that one, right, guys? What's up with Pop? Did Pop get any targets? I haven't seen Pop on the field, to be honest with you. I'm not saying he hasn't. He probably has. But I haven't seen him do anything. I haven't seen him get open. They haven't gone his way. Pop Douglas hasn't recorded a single statistic, so he might honestly be benched, and we're not even talking about that. Everybody's attention was on Ramondre Stevenson. Nobody was talking about Pop. He doesn't have a target in this game. Not a single target. But all right. Travion's got the ball here. Travion bounces it to the outside. Flag on the play. Honestly, should have kept that inside. Holding by the Patriots. That's Del Pettis. Del Pettis there with the holding. It's going to back the Patriots up a little bit. So good news for the Patriots. Antonio Gibson, after that injury scare, they're in the first. Looks like he's good. He's back. What am I drinking? Oh, I'm just drinking some iced tea. If you guys have been around the channel for a long time, you know that during the live shows, the drinks consist of the same things. Actually, my life consists of the same 3 drinks. Water, iced tea, and milk. That's it. Literally it. All right, 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Starting here at the 22. Drake Maye's going to pass. Goes out wide. Looks deep for... Looks deep here for Booty. Ball was a little bit short. Did it hit the ground? Did Booty actually maintain the ground? Because that was an underthrow. Booty had to come back and slide to the ground, and he does. Wow, that's good concentration there by Kayshon Booty. That's pretty insane. That is insane concentration by Kayshon Booty. Comes back, elbows hit the ground, just palm right in the hands. Drake Maye tries to give the same ball to Stephon Diggs, but it doesn't work. Has to put a little bit more oomph on that ball, and wow. Malik Neighbors is feared to have a torn ACL per Adam Schefter, or excuse me, Ian Rappaport. If that's the case, he'll be out for the entire season. Why is that relevant to this Patriots team? Patriots play the Giants this season. Not facing Malik Neighbors is a game changer. But Drake Maye misses Stephon Diggs there on first. It's going to bring up second. They're going to give the ball off to Mondre. Some tough yards here from Mondre. He's going to get about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Third and 5, rather. All right, 3rd and 5. Patriots at the 45-yard line. Draco drops back. Drake Maye's under pressure. Drake Maye's going to run and slide, and Drake Maye gets it. Flag on the play. Of course, there's a flag on the play. Holding on Travion Henderson. And that thing's coming back. 3rd and long, Travion. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. Travion's got to do better with these damn penalties. He tried picking up the blitz, but Travion took the guy to the ground. Took the guy to the ground, and that's a penalty they're going to call all day. All right, Stevenson's back in the game. Probably just going to utilize him as a blocker, and they will. Drake Maye's got time. Drake Maye's looking for the first, and they get it! Stephon Diggs, come out game, baby! Pause, but Stephon Diggs, welcome to the New England Patriots! Let's go, baby! That's a first down for New England. Wow, Panthers really sold on that one. Plain zone, all eyes were on Drake Maye. Nobody even realized Stephon Diggs was wide open. And just like that, Patriots are across the 50. They're going to fake the handoff again. Drake Maye's panicking, and he's just going to go right down. Good job on Drake Maye to not fumble, okay? That's the exact play that Drake Maye fumbles on. Starts to panic in the pocket, gets jittery, fumble. This time, just gets back to the line and goes down. 2nd and 10. All right, a little bit of misdirection. Travion here gets the run on the outside, and the Patriots will get a first down here on 2nd and 10. Where is Stephon Diggs now in receiving yards? All right, they're going to hand this thing off to Ramondre. Mondre's going to get maybe a yard here on first. So Stephon Diggs, 6 targets, 5 receptions, 71 yards. And that one ball that wasn't caught was on Drake Maye. It was very, very close to being a catch, though. Get a touchdown to Diggs, man. I agree. We need to see Diggs a little touchdown dance, you know what I'm saying? All right, Drake Maye's going to take this one by himself. Design quarterback run, gets that ball off to Hunter Henry. Nobody's blocking up front for, oh, Hunter Henry touchdown! Easy, nobody got him. absolutely can't believe it himself. Hunter Henry's looking around like, yo, did nobody try to tackle me? A 31-yard touchdown pass. Drake Maye looks like it's a design quarterback run. Dumps the football off to Hunter Henry, and Hunter Henry takes it 31 yards for the touchdown. You just see him get to the sidelines, and then nobody gets him. Wow. Wow, that was a crazy touchdown. I mean, shout out to Josh McDaniels, who's been scheming up this offense beautifully. Chef's kiss. Like, we have a competent offense again because we have a competent offensive coordinator again. But absolutely insane. 31-yard touchdown. Drake Maye looks like he's getting outside for a design quarterback run, flushes all of the coverage to him, dumps the ball off a few yards to Hunter Henry, who gets to the outside and just runs the football down the sideline for a 31-yard touchdown. Several defenders should have had him there for the Panthers, but it looks like they just gave up. Like they thought, oh, he's just going to step out of bounds. Hunter Henry's looking behind him when he's in the end zone like, how do you let that happen? Like that's backyard football. That's not the NFL. That's backyard football. I don't know what that was. But wow, what a designed play there by Josh McDaniels to elude all that coverage away downfield. That's crazy. $35-6, bro. What? What? Ah! Man, we are so back. We are so back. Back to playing decent football, baby. Let's go. Yo, I still can't believe Dan and Richie took the fucking... Oh, no, they took the Panthers. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. I'm probably going to watch this game after we do post-game. We have post-game on Bleacher and then post-game back on the channel with Rob. I'm probably going to watch this game tonight and just fall asleep with a smile on my face. I want a 50 burger, baby. I want a 50 burger. We've arrived. Hunter Henry, 3 touchdowns now in the season, by the way. Huge for him. Huge for Hunter Henry, man. I knew that Hunter Henry was going to have a big year when Josh McDaniels came back. In 2021, with Josh McDaniels, Hunter Henry had like 6 or 7 consecutive games with a touchdown. So he already has 3 in 4 weeks. Dowdle on the return. Uh-oh. Oh, Rico Dowdle. Man, he was close there. He had about 2 guys to beat, and if he kicks that thing into second gear, he's away. So good stop there to get Rico Dowdle down when it looked like he might have taken that one to the house for a second. All right, they're going to hand this one off to Chuba Hubbard. And Chuba Hubbard will get a first down. Nobody really there to stop him on the outside until Gonzo finally brings him down. Hey, man, when's the last time we saw the Patriots blowout win? Okay, but like actually, when was the last time preseason don't count? When was the last time we saw the Patriots like blowout win in the regular season? 22? 21? All right, Patriots go up here again, or the Panthers go up here again with Chuba Hubbard. Going to gain just a couple. All right, Bills are up 21-10 now. All right, 2nd and 8. All right, Bryce Young's going to go out to Ted McMillan, going on Gonzo. Just another little push off, a little comeback route. It's really hard to defend those comeback routes, so there's not too much you can do. So good play there by Ted to come back, get that first on Gonzo. Doesn't happen a lot. Oh, there's a challenge flag. Mike Vrabel's going to challenge that. That was not a catch. Well, let's see this replay real quick. Mike Vrabel is trying to say that was not a catch by Ted going on against Gonzo. All right, let's see. Drake Maye, a top 5 quarterback. Yeah, Dede. You should learn some football if you don't know that. Like, what do you mean? 35 points up on the board right now, Dede. Like, what do you mean? Drake Maye hasn't looked bad in this game once. Statistically speaking, heading into week 4, yes, Drake Maye is a top 5 quarterback. And if you want to say like, oh, like there's circumstance or whatever, you cannot argue at the very least that Drake Maye is not performing as a top 10 quarterback heading into week 4. There is not a single thing that you can say. You can argue with a wall. You can argue with a wall that is paint drying on it if you want to say that Drake Maye, at the very least, is not playing as a top 10 quarterback. In every single statistical category, he's either top 5 or top 10. You know what? Here, we can even do this right now. Drake Maye is the best quarterback in the NFL in converting on 3rd and 4th down. He's top 5 in passing yards. He is top 10 in rushing touchdowns among quarterbacks. He is number 10 in rushing yards among quarterbacks. He's tied for 2nd most sacked quarterback, though, in the NFL. So you can see that he's doing this without a great supporting cast. Drake Maye isn't even top 10 in interceptions. Drake Maye is the 9th best quarterback in passer rating with 101.3. He has the 2nd best completion percentage, only behind Jared Goff. And he's also top 10 in passing touchdowns. So I'm just saying, before people laugh at the statement that Drake Maye is a top 10 to top 5 quarterback, you should probably know the facts behind why I'm saying that before you make the clowning statements. Nothing on you, DD. Shout out to my boy from the AFC East Roundtable, of course. But you're going to clown me for saying it, I'm going to bring the receipts, baby. I'm not going to make a statement like that if I can't back it up. And I did. Hunter should have 2 touchdowns in this game. That's a great point. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Patriots were taking a timeout there, but it's 6-35, so I guess see if you can get away with it. All right, they're going to hand the football off here to Chuba Hubbard. Good gain for him, bouncing it to the outside. I am Spence says, you're the GOAT of Pat's media coverage. My guy, I appreciate that. Trying to absolutely take over the game, man. The way that I like to look at this channel is like, social influencers. That's what I'm trying to be, but for football, for the New England Patriots, man. So I'm going to give you guys with the best reactions. I'm going to have you guys with the most fun time that you can possibly have with the New England Patriots. But I'm also going to keep it real with you, give you my thoughts, my opinions, and of course, back that up by statistics. try to teach you guys something while we also have fun. So, but that's a major compliment, man. I'm really trying to take over the industry for the New England Patriots and really upgrade my career as a sportscaster. We graduate in December with my bachelor's in sportscasting, so only trying to get better and better when it comes to content for you guys, man. I went to school for you guys, man. I went to school for you guys. All right, 7.5 minutes still left in the third. It's 3rd and 3 for Carolina. Patriots fans are hype right now. Can they stop him on 3rd and 3? Bryce Young under pressure. He's going to try to check it down to Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle's going to be stopped behind the line. Craig Woodson, the rookie 4th-round safety out of Cal, comes up and makes the play on Rico Dowdle. 4th down. And will the Panthers go for the field goal? The Panthers are going to go for it. 4th and 5. 4th and 5 from New England's 35. Panthers kind of have to go for it if they want to stay in this game at all. Carlton Davis is back in the game, by the way. Patriots are threatening to blitz, and they will. Patriots will blitz, but they're not getting home. Sideline throw to Tet, but that ball is well overthrown, and that is going to be a turnover on downs. New England Patriots taking over at the 35. Panthers have a free opportunity for 3 points. They go for it on 4th and 5 after Craig Woodson comes up and stops the Rico Dowdle, the running back for the Panthers, on 3rd. What a stop by this Patriots defense. Craig Woodson has looked solid. A little bit inconsistent in coverage, but it's also 4 weeks. And the game he struggled in was against the Dolphins. And so when you're going up against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, like, yeah, a lot of defensive backs are going to have issues. So I don't even really take too much away from that game. So far, I've been really, really impressed from what I've seen. He just has to be a little bit more consistent in coverage. And if he can do that, he's going to be a real good player. My boy Beast comes in here and says, love this channel. I'm a bunch of the Patriots players off-season conditioning coach, so keep being the best page. I love the content, man. I really, really appreciate that. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, hit me up sometime. If these players ever want to promote something, they ever want to come on a show, they want to push out their social medias, they want to push out a narrative, they want to push out a charity that they're a part of, an event that they have coming up, players are always allowed to come on the channel. We'd love to get an interview with them, talk Patriots, and of course, they're free to promote whatever it is they want to promote. So if you have any Patriots fans that have any interest in that, make sure to hit your boy's line. Of course, my business email always linked in the description, man. But like I said, trying to take over the game, bring you guys the best Patriots content out there. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll even work for the Patriots. We never know. You never know. Wherever the career takes us. Wherever the career takes us, man. But shout out to my boy Beast. An absolute beast. Absolute beast. Colby get motion. Damn straight. Damn straight. I would like to think that I'm responsible for the Patriots' turnovers here. And what I mean by that is I think that this turnaround that we're seeing from the New England Patriots this season under Mike Vrabel, I think it might be because of me. I think I might be the good luck charm. When I met Mike Vrabel earlier this offseason in training camp, we talked it up. We had some good laughs. And I like to believe that I put him in a good mindset to now improve our New England Patriots. So if you think about it, the Patriots should hire me. That's all. All right, Drake Maye gets outside the pocket, no one downfield. He's going to get back to the line. Takes a hit when he goes out of bounds, though, but he'll get about a gain of 1. Drake Maye, 11 of 13 for 166 yards and a passing touchdown. So nothing too crazy from Maye, but it's just not been one of those games where he's had to do a whole lot. I mean, you don't care how you're going to get a win, especially a win like this. Drake Maye is not a bad quarterback all of a sudden just because 1 week, they didn't need to rely on him to win a game. I mean, there's games where Josh Allen's passing for 100 yards. So, but they're going to blitz Drake Maye. They're still going to run the ball. Travion Henderson gets it up for about a yard or two. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So Ramondre's coming off the field here. Travion Henderson, or excuse me, Ramondre coming on the field. Travion Henderson going off. Likely going to be a pass play here. Feels like right now they don't trust Travion Henderson to be a blocker. He's still developing there, especially after that flag he got this past week. Couple flags 2 weeks ago. Ramondre, right now, their best pass blocking running back, statistically speaking. So Pop Douglas also on the field. Panthers are crowding the box, potentially a blitz. 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. Drake Maye is going to drop back and then give the ball off to Ramondre. Stevenson tried to get something going, but 26 for the Panthers comes up and makes the stop on him. So 4th and 4 might be the worst offensive drive we've seen from the Patriots in this game. Not really loving what I saw on that offensive drive, but that's okay. It's 35-6. 4th and 4. Patriots are going to punt this ball. Haven't seen Bryce Behringer punt a whole lot. Only his 3rd time punting in this game, and we're closing down on the 3rd. ETN inside the 5 gets tackled and thrown down. Wow. And that offense for Carolina, Bryce Young, they're going to have to go the length of the field. A beautiful punt. Elected to not let that bounce into the end zone. They caught it. They didn't fair catch it and then tried to run for it. Felt like they were going backwards there. I don't know what Carolina was thinking. Not a very good heads-up awareness special teams play by them. They're going to have to go quite literally the length of the field. That ball is down at about the 1 or 2 yard line. Ooh, Emeka Egbuka, 77-yard touchdown. Damn. Let's go, defense. Get the safety. Get the safety. That's what I want. I want the safety. Colby to replace Felger and Maz. Hey, man, go ahead and just spam the emails of every single Boston sports media that you know, okay? Whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's 98.5, whether it's the New England Patriots. You know, you'd be like, look, I don't know if y'all got room, but there's this guy on YouTube that's doing some pretty good stuff. Y'all should check it out. I don't know. Maybe hire him. Maybe start his salary at $100,000 a year. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. You know? Has Gonzo been playing good? He's not playing bad. Like, there was 2 plays that stand out to me. The 2 plays he's given up have been to Tet. Tet's obviously having a really, really good rookie season, but let's also remember that this is the first time Gonzo's playing football since July 28th. So this is a game where he's going to have to be eased in. This is going to be a game where it might not be pretty the entire game for Gonzo. But I thought first game back since July 28th, and he's allowed 2 catches here to Tet. Not bad. It's really not all that bad. I mean, maybe what, like 30-ish yards he's probably given up here to Tet. I mean, what do we expect? Gonzo's going to come in after not playing football in over a month and say, hey, go ahead and limit your receiver to 0 yards. Like, that's not going to happen. But I thought he's done pretty well from a guy that, again, hasn't played in almost 2 months. All right, Carolina's literally starting on the 1. So can the Patriots get them in the end zone? Patriots trying to shift. Trying to get the Panthers off a little bit. Panthers trying to get the Patriots to jump, give themselves a little bit of wiggle room. And they're going to hand this football off. Chuba Hubbard. He's going to get a few yards on that gain. What's the score of the Bills game? Last time I checked, it was like 20, 21 to. It's 21-16. So Saints are still technically in that game. But all right, Carolina 2nd and 5. All right. Bryce Young's going to drop back. Patriots trying to get the pressure. Quick pass out here to Bryson Tremaine. That's going to bring up 3rd down for Carolina. Shout out to Destro, who says, you got my sub. Literally replacing sports broadcast on the radio. Just a lot better. Hey, my guy, that's exactly what I'm here for. We're modernizing what it means to be a sports content creator here on Patriots Global. You guys are getting real thoughts and opinions from me, the fans. I'm not going out there setting a narrative just to set a narrative. If I'm saying it, it's because I believe in it, baby. When you're your own boss, you can do or say whatever the hell you want. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to keep it real with you guys 24/7. All right, a little bit of movement here. Let's see if it's on the defense. That'll be on the offense. False start on Carolina. Certainly not the place that you want to shoot yourself in the leg if you're Carolina. Inside the 10. And now you're setting yourself back 5 yards. Make sure you guys also stay tuned. We have post-game on Bleacher Report at 6. Or excuse me, after this game, directly after this game. And then we have post-game back here on the channel with Rob at 6 p.m. So still a lot of content to give you guys here today. Break down this game. Hopefully this Patriots win. Hunter Renfrow in motion. And Bryce Young throws the ball away. Felt pressure on his back. And just played it safe. So 4th and 6 for the Carolina Panthers. Patriots 92, my boy, comes in here with a $5 donation and says Patriots are definitely beating the Bills next week. Buffalo is struggling against the Saints. My question is going to be, is Buffalo not as good as we think, or are the Saints better than we think? Now, I certainly hope it's the first one, because I want to win against Buffalo, and I, of course, want to win against the Saints too, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. I will say, though, like, Josh Allen still playing like MVP Josh Allen, but the Bills haven't played as confidently this season as I think some fans have projected. Like, again, a win is a win and a loss is a loss. That's all that matters. They're undefeated. They'll be undefeated after this week too. But they've blown out one team, and that was the Jets. Other than that, I feel like the Bills haven't beat up on teams the way that I thought they would. So you never know. Patriots always play the Bills close also, and it's an in-division game, and I can always go either way. All right. Fakes the handoff to Ramondre. Gets outside. Drake Maye is going to run. Drake Maye is going to slide. Gains a couple. Turns nothing into something. Second and 7 now. All right, Patriots trying to get to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 7. They're going to give this ball to Stevenson. Not going to get anything. Stopped at the line. So, again, you really see the Patriots' recipe here is they're trying to run the football, drain this clock. I mean, under 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 3rd and 6. Let's see. Can the Pats convert here? They're already in field goal range. Pop Douglas on the field. Pop in motion. All right. Drake Maye drops back. Oh, that might be holding. We'll see. Goes out to Stevenson. And they're not going to get the first. Only going to get about 3 on that. Try to get a little bit closer for the field goal. Looked like maybe could have been holding on the O-line, but they don't call that. 4th and 3. Could always go for it and really try to gain the momentum. Right now, the Patriots offense is staying out there on 4th and 3. That's what the Patriots want to do. They want to establish an aggressive team that'll go for it on 4th if they need to. 4th and short, 4th and 3. Patriots 6 of 7 on 4th down. Drake Maye's going deep. Whoa! He got Diggs! 6 of 7 on 4th down turns into 7 for 8 on 4th down. What a big play by Stephon Diggs. Oh, they got a Cardi B song playing after that big Stephon Diggs reception. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. But good job, whoever did it. Patriots now 7 of 8 on 4th down this season. Let's go. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm feeling the win. Man, you just know that the narrative around this is going to be, yeah, but it's just the Panthers. If it's just the Panthers, why'd you have us losing? If your argument was, yeah, like the Patriots are going to beat the Panthers, but like, I'm expecting them to do so. It's the Panthers. I think the Patriots are a better team to be able to blow out a team like this. I'd been like, yeah, all right, that's fine. That's fine. But if you're like, yeah, I think the Panthers are going to win this game, but now you're going to try to use the argument that it's just the Panthers. Does your head hurt making these excuses? Asking for a friend. Colby, did you ever play sports in school, man? I wanted to so bad. So I'll be honest with you guys. I got into football. Let me turn this up. I got into football a little bit later than most. And so I started to like football around like the 6th or 7th grade is when I really started to get into it. That's my first year. I went to Patriots training camp and just fell in love with it. And at that point, I wanted to play football, but my mom didn't want to let me because there were like a lot of people. There was a lot of like local stories that were going around about like kids having to get helicoptered like off the field and kids who were dying and getting these really bad concussions and all this. And my mom was like, yeah, you could play flag football maybe as long as you're the quarterback and your little penny tee gets taken off every single time that you get tackled. But she's like, you're not playing tackle football. And by the time she finally came around, it was like junior year of high school. And I was like, there's just no point now. I also went to a performing arts high school and middle school too. So I would have had to change schools in order to play, which like I would have been fine with, I guess. But that's when I realized that my mom wasn't going to allow me to play football, I started a YouTube channel to talk about football. And so it worked itself out anyway. So I don't have to be concussed, but I can still be in the thick of football. All right, Patriots give the football off to Gibson. Gibson's going to get a couple, but still will be short of the goal line. I did when I was a kid, like when I was younger, I did play like baseball and all, but that's about it. But my little brother, he's only a couple of years younger than me, so he's in college now, but my little brother played everything under the sun. Like he played tackle football forever. He played lacrosse. He played basketball. So when it came to football, like I was still watching games. I was still at games. I was helping him where I could. So I was not like I was away from football. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still in the thick of it. Talk your shit, Jamie. Talk your shit. Slaughter gang. That's what I'm gonna start calling the Patriots. The New England Slaughter Gang. It's about to be a spooky season. All right, 3rd and goal for the Patriots. Come on now. Let's get in the end zone. Patriots still about 3 yards out. Drake Maye's going to pass. Collins in the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Damn, my damn soundboard. Stop moving. Collins in the end zone, baby. Collins in the end zone. Dude, I'm going to need you to dance a little bit. Do something. 41-6. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. 42-6. I want 50. I want 50 on them. I want 50. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Hate us because they ain't us, baby. I ain't seen the Jets do that. I ain't seen the Dolphins do that. And so I have seen the Bills do some good stuff this season. But, you know, the Bills are on their own thing right now. I'm more worried about making sure that we finish second right now, okay? It's gonna take a little bit of time to really dethrone the Bills for the AFC East. I still think it's about a year or two away. But finish second, man. Finish second. Are the Bills losing? Wow. Bills are losing to the Saints, huh? Let's go Saints! Let's go Saints! 50 points? That's what I'm saying. I'm expecting nothing less. You have a whole quarter. You have a whole quarter to put up 50 points. Watch it get to like 49. That's probably what will happen. The Patriots will get to like 49 points and we'll all be pissed off that it wasn't 50. I'd sit May. It might get to a point where they might sit Drake Maye, to be honest with you. It might get to a point where they do just that. Stephon Diggs, 6 catches for 101 yards. Stephon Diggs is freaking here, baby. Over 100 yards. The first game we've seen Diggs reach that 100-yard mark for New England, baby. Feels good. I want the 50 burger, man. I want that too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to my boy Elf of Courage, who comes in with a $10 donation and says the Patriots may do the Panthers what the Dolphins did to the Broncos last year. Let's put up 70. Forget 50. I want 70. I want it. Talk about a win at home. Massacre. Talk about slaughter gang. All right, Panthers at the 35-yard line. Going to go out here to Rico Dowdle, who I think has gotten more opportunities in this game than Hubbard has, surprisingly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Make sure you guys slam that thumbs up button for your boy. 379 people watching right now. Slam that like button for me. I'll support your boy significantly. All right. They fake the handoff. They're going to check the football down. Panthers will get the first. All right, they're going to get the ball off to Rico Dowdle. Dowdle gets stopped behind the line, but a flag on the play. See what that's on. First and 20 for the Panthers now. Alpha Courage comes back in here with a $5 donation and says, we may get a Brandon Perna new worst game ever video. Man, I hope so. I want to be on like the winning side of those videos for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of being the team that people make those laugh videos at. No, I want to be on the winning side. Like, yeah, the New England Patriots gave belt to ass. Not the New England Patriots got belt to ass. I'm just saying it would be nice. Campbell's looking good so far. I actually put a TikTok up, so make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Patriots Global. Also put it up here on YouTube on the short section. Will Campbell's actually looked phenomenal this season. He's actually playing as one of the better tackles in the league. All right, Hunter Renfrow, first catch of the game. Third down now for the Panthers. Wow, Bucky Irving, 72-yard touchdown. All right, 11 minutes still left in the fourth. 3rd and 9 for the Panthers. They're across the 50. Bryce Young's going to drop back. Patriots rush 4. They're going to stop him short of the first. Tremble stopped short of the first. That's 4th down. 4th and short. Got to imagine the Panthers go for it. 4th and 2. It looks like they will. They kind of have to. Panthers trying to get to the 40, across the 40 for the first. Bryce Young, 4th and 2. I don't know where he was looking. Oh, wait, there's a flag on the play. He might have just saw the flag. Holding on the offense, so it doesn't matter. Penalties decline. Turnover on downs. 2nd consecutive turnover on downs for the Carolina Panthers. Joshua Dobbs is coming into the game. Whoa! The Patriots are blowing out the Panthers so bad that Drake Maye. Put in Chisholm. Well, they can't put in Chisholm because Chisholm's inactive, so they can't put him in. Let's look at some other football scores. Wow, the Chargers might take their first loss of the season against the Giants, 18-21. 12 minutes still left in that game, though. Lions winning over the Browns, 27-10. The Falcons are winning 31-24 against the Commanders. And the Eagles are winning 31-20 against the Bucks. The Bills are winning against the Saints, 27-19. The Titans are getting blown out right now, 26-0 against the Texans. But all right, Patriots give the ball off here to Antonio Gibson, 1st and 10. Joshua Dobbs entered the game. It is official now. All right. Westover in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Joshua Dobbs is going to go deep. Trying to go to Kayshon Boutte. That ball's incomplete. It's Joshua Dobbs under center. What do we expect? We're not going to get that 50 burger with Josh Dobbs under center. I'll tell you that. Man, Drake Maye, good day today. Good day today. No turnovers from him. Hit every wide open receiver he needed to. Did it on the ground by himself when he needed to. Gave us a Superman too, by the way. It's Dobbs time, baby. Shout out to NFL Rumors Kings, who said, congratulations to Patriots fans. Thank you. Thank you. It's 3rd and 8. Henderson gets the carry. Now it's 4th down. Might as well just go for it, guys. Let's just do it. Drake Maye, 14 of 17, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 rushes, 11 yards, and a touchdown. So 3 tutties for Drake Maye on the day. All right, Patriots will punt here on 4th and 2. They were just across the 50. Yo. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Andy Dalton entered the game now, too, for the Panthers, so might as well just concede. Might as well just concede. I'll stand by it. Drake Maye is currently a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I'll stand on business, baby. Come on, we need the 50 burger. Man, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we're going to get it, though. Andy Dalton, incomplete for Tremble. We're playing preseason backyard football at this point. This is literally just preseason football. You got Kyle Duggar out there, Anthony Jennings, Jack Gibbons, Alex Austin. This is literally just the preseason. Hunter Renfrow looks like he should be stopped. Bro, that was 4th and inches. That ain't no first down. Maye's 3rd straight multi-touchdown game. Check that out. Drake Maye, the best 3rd and 4th down quarterback in the NFL. Oh, somebody posted before the Giants game, who's stopping this duo of Malik Neighbors and Jackson Dart? And somebody retweeted it and said the turf. Come on, man. This dude's not even had his MRI yet, and we're making these jokes. Damn. The turf is crazy. All right. ETN tries to get the ball to the outside, but doesn't. It's going to bring up 3rd down now for the Panthers. Drake Maye, 82% completion percentage today. 14 of 17, 203 yards, 155.6 passer rating. Bring back the quarterback rankings, AFC East Roundtable. I know who's the best quarterback this week. Draco. Oh, Panthers actually got to play. They got the first. Oh, fumble. Ah, damn, it went out of bounds. It didn't even matter. Neighbors is done for the year. Oh, 100%. Yeah, Neighbors is not coming back. All right. Trevor Etienne's going to try to bounce it to the outside. Get some good yardage here. Panthers might get into the end zone just for the lone fact that backups in there at this point. So trade pop to New York. Alpha Courage comes back in here. My guy, $2 donation, and says, at least Panthers want time of possession. Yeah, see, so like if you're a Panthers fan, don't be down bad. We didn't win everything, you know. We didn't win time of possession. So, you know, at least you got something going for you. Something to hang your hat on, man. Something to hang your hat on. Panthers at the 30-yard line. They're going to drop back. They're going to give the ball off again. This time, Etienne is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Corey Durden. Okay, that's who we have in the game, guys. Corey Durden is in the game for the Patriots on the D-line. Do you know who that is? I'm sure you don't. Why? Because he's not supposed to play. Like I said, guys, preseason. Preseason. All right, Andy Dalton drops back. Andy Dalton to Tet. Why is Tet McMillan still in the game? If they're out there running their backup offense, why is Tet still out there? I don't know why they would do that, but all right, Panthers on the 10-yard line. All right, Andy Dalton's going to hand this ball off. ETN's going to get about 3. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. Gonzalez allowed 31 yards on 2 receptions versus Tet McMillan. So we shall not shit on him. All right, Andy Dalton fakes the handoff. He's going to go out. Tommy Tremble with the touchdown. Looks to be injured. Tommy injured. Uh-oh. Tremble's trembling. Tremble's trembling. So Panthers are able to squeak this one a little bit closer in garbage time. But looks like he got hit in the leg. Damn, I can't even see. Nope. Tremble might be short of that, actually. By the way, guys, I pinned Kalshi into the chat. So if you guys want to check out Kalshi, check out their other odds and lines, see where the trends are heading towards. Want to check out Kalshi, baby. Go ahead and sign up for it. Helps your boy out. All right, so bring that back. Tremble is short of the touchdown. Now 3rd and goal for the Panthers. All right. 3rd and goal, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. They're in between the 1-yard line and the goal line, so a couple inches out. Got to believe it's 2-down territory here for the Panthers also. Like I said, it's just Patriots backups all up in this defense right now. They're going to give it to ETN, and it's going to be stopped. Stopped behind the line is ETN. Craig Woodson, one of the first guys there to make the stop. Patriots D-line surged. Absolutely surged. That Panthers offensive line. It's going to be a loss of a few. Now at the 2-minute warning. 4th down now for the Panthers. Craig Woodson, Jack Gibbons, couple of the Patriots defenders there to stop them on 3rd. Bell to ass. Drake Maye doing the Cam Newton Superman against the Panthers is just poetic. I'm putting 2 and 2 together right now. That's poetic. Doo-doo. How did the Panthers destroy the Falcons? Bryce Young is like 4-1 against the Falcons somehow. I don't know. Drake is indeed from the Carolinas. Yeah, Carolinas. He grew up a Panthers fan. Interesting fact. So Drake Maye is actually playing against his favorite team right now. Well, favorite team he grew up with, I should say. Because he loves the Patriots now, of course. Trade Pop to the Steelers. All right, 4th and goal here for the Panthers. 2-yard line. Panthers are going to go for it. Let's go defense. Andy Dalton, easy touchdown. Craig Woodson tripped. That touchdown shouldn't even count, man. Give the ball back. You didn't earn it. Damn, Craig. I don't even know what Craig Woodson was thinking. The first second he moved, he's tripping over himself. I'm not considering this 42-13. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, I thought they were gonna go for 2 for a minute. I was gonna say, but you might as well. 42-13. And we all know the Panthers are going to utilize every single timeout to get this ball back as if they're down by 1 possession. All right. I think the Patriots are just going to run the heck out of this ball. Dominate time of possession. Dominate time of possession on this drive, man. That's all we need. Let's just end this game, all right, guys? Let's just end this game. You know you're not going to win. Remember to slam that like button if you guys have not already. Help support your boy. Let me get 11 more pass yards. Antonio Gibson with the give. He'll be across the 30. All right, we got the Bills, the Saints, the Titans, the Browns, and the Falcons up next. That's the Patriots schedule coming up. So Saints, Titans, and Browns, even the Falcons you could throw in there are certainly winnable games for the Patriots. We'll see. We'll see what the Bills can do. All right, Patriots just going to kneel this thing. Thank you. Thank you to the Falcons. Or the Falcons. I'm still on the upcoming schedule. Because you know what? I don't even care about this one. It's on to the next one. That's why. But look, nonetheless, the Patriots get this win, and it's on to Buffalo. Buffalo, baby. Prime time, Sunday night football on the road next week. That is the New England Patriots' next game, man. But wow, what a dominant performance today, man. Just to win at home. I don't want to say get the monkey off our back because we've been bad at home for a few years now. One win doesn't get the monkey off your back. But at least for Mike Vrabel specifically, to get that monkey off his back, first win at home as the New England Patriots head coach, a dominant win at that. Take advantage of bad football. That's what the New England Patriots did. They're starting to build this identity. And all the things that we heard Mike Vrabel say in his introductory press conference, that's what this team is becoming. A team that's going to win at home, take advantage of bad football team, and then compete in the division. All three of those things are now something that we've seen at one point in the first 4 weeks of the 2025 season. So a lot to still certainly improve on, still certainly a lot to take away from this team. But at the end of the day, they were able to win 42-13, and I will take that any day, baby. Any day of the damn week. But man, real quick, do want to give another massive shout out to the sponsor of this video over at Kalshi. That is pinned in the live chat right now. What I love about Kalshi is that these are real-time trends and real-time odds, man. Coming into this game, 69% of the money was on the New England Patriots. Then at the end here, final 42-13, still only 99% picked the Patriots. So there was that one Panthers fan who really thought, yeah, I might be able to win this. But Kalshi has the best damn prediction market out, or is the best damn prediction market out there. They're not a sports book. They're available in every single state. You can even look at some of their other live wagers here. It comes up. Here we go. So we got the New York Giants and the Chargers. We got Tampa Bay. We got Buffalo and New Orleans. Gives you real-time thoughts on the games along with the scores. You can even look at some of the other sports odds that they have. So if you go here, we go to football, we go to pro football. You even got futures, you got win totals. So for the New England Patriots specifically, let's see. The win total is at, that's not going to show us right now. What about divisions? So according to Kalshi, the New England Patriots have the second best odds to win the division at 8%. 96% is on Buffalo. Really cool thing is that these odds are not made up by Kalshi. They're real-time odds and real-time trends that are made by you guys, the fans, who are letting your money and your thoughts known on Kalshi. So go ahead and check them out. Sign up for Kalshi, completely free to sign up. One of the best ways to make money. And because those odds are not made up by Kalshi, they're made up by real people, you know that these odds and these trends are legit. They're not there to scam you. So big shout out to Kalshi for sponsoring today's video, man. But this is where I kick it off to you guys. What are your thoughts on this dominant win from the New England Patriots? Let us know in the comment section below. We'll be back here on YouTube at 6 p.m. to do post-game. In fact, maybe we'll even push that to like 5:30. I'll have to text Rob and see what he thinks. But until later, guys, make sure to come on over to Bleacher Report. We're going to be live here in the next couple of minutes to break down my initial thoughts on this game. So go ahead, go on over to Bleacher Report, download the app, go to their website, check me out on the New England Patriots section. We'll be live there in a few short minutes. But until next time, I appreciate you guys so much for checking out another watch party here. New England Patriots blow out the Panthers. We will see you guys during postgame.